I showed yesterday of previous versions of this project. We had buttons that move it up and down the list. You want to do those? You seem, okay. Seem pretty enthusiastic about it. Adding the buttons shouldn't be too hard. Let's add buttons. I'll put them in between delete and fave. So I'll have a button, better give it a unique class like up. Sure. Inside there, I bet there's a font awesome arrow. Which one do we like? How about this? Arrow up. Seems legit. Let's copy it. Throw it in there. Down arrow. Button dot down. Arrow down, predictably enough. We'll copy that, put it in there. I'll say move up and move down so that I can write a single style rule to make them look the same. So how about button.move? Let's make them a nice, pretty blue. How about background color? Not cornflower blue necessarily. That's a bit much. Yeah, so's that. I kind of like that. And then foreground color, let's make white. White would look nice against that. Let's see what we got. Sweet. Now they don't do anything. Let's make them do something. Got remove spell, toggle favorite. Probably going to need a couple new ones. Which one seems easier, move up or move down? Did anyone try it? Let me think through this in my head. One of them should be easier than the other. Moving up's easier. We'll do move up. Item.query selector. Button dot up. Add event listener. Click. What do we want to do? How about this dot move up dot bind this and the spell. Sure. Let's go ahead and make the function. Move up, colon, function. It'll receive the spell and the event. Don't forget your comma. We're definitely going to need the item to move it up, so we'll do it this way. This old trick. And let's see. There happens to be a DOM function called insertBefore. Inserts a node before the reference node as a child of a specified parent node. So here's parent node. So we've got parent node, right? That's going to be the item. So item dot insert before. New node, okay, that's, oh no, I'm sorry. This should be the list, right? It should be the list itself. Do we have that saved anywhere? Nope, we don't. Instead of grabbing it again, tell you what, I think this list is worth grabbing ahead of time. So let's do this. I'm going to say in my init function, this dot list equals document query selector spells. So down here in handle submit, I'm just going to say this dot list append child. And here in move up, I'm going to say this dot list insert before. Okay, so that's my UL. Insert before, what am I inserting? The item. Right, that's the LI. Next argument is reference node. So the one I'm moving it before. Which would be whatever's next to it right now, right? Lucky for us, there is next sibling, I believe. I believe it's called next sibling. Let's see. Does this work? Fireball, sleep, mimic. Let's hit move up. Darn. Something isn't right, but I don't have any errors. That's all right. Let's play around on the console. Let's grab one of these. There we go. Here's sleep. $0 dot next. There's next element sibling and next sibling. Next element sibling is the next LI. Oh, wait a minute. What did I just do? I took it and I moved it before the one that's right after it. How about previous sibling? I just moved it nowhere. That's where it already is. Previous sibling, right? It totally did what I did it to, told it to, which is absolutely nothing. Let's try that again. Let's move it up. Hey, I can move things up. What happens when you're already at the top? Okay, weird stuff. Maybe prevent that. Let's see what happened here. Here's, ooh, our template's still in there. So if I move Fireball up right now, it's just going to move it above the template. Do it again. All kinds of weird stuff's happening. Now it's above sleep, finally. How about, this is no problem. Let's just not put the template inside the list. Let's just put it somewhere else. I'll put it outside main, just on the page somewhere. It's just out of the way. It's hidden anyway. No prob. Now let's see if this does what I think. Move it up, 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 up. So it still does weird things when it gets to the very top. We can deal with that in a minute. But so far, that seems all right. But we're not doing anything to the array, are we? So we need to mess with the array. So I need to find where it is right now. It's all right. move it on the page, move it in the array. So let's find it. Const I equals this dot spells dot index of spell. Sure. Then what do we need to do? Swap it with the one before. So whatever that index is, that needs to be the new index of this. Whatever index this has should be the new index of the one that was before. So okay, previous spell would be this dot spells I minus 1, right? So if I do that, then I can say this dot spells I minus 1 equals spell, and this dot spells square bracket I equals previous spell. Seem legit? What if it's already the first one? Yeah, bad things are going to happen, right? So how about if I greater than 0, matter of fact, kind of seems like we should only do this if I is greater than 0. Shouldn't move it either place. Move it in the array. Move it on the page. Find the li. Find its index in the array. Only move it if it's not already first. Seem legit? Let's refresh. QWERTY. Let's move R up to right after Q. App.spells is what I meant, dummy. Good. QRWETY. Let's try to move Q up. Over and over. Nothing happens. Anything happen to the array? Nope. Cool. We did it. Move spells up the list. How about moving down? Item.query selector button dot down dot add event listener. Click. Let's call this dot move down. Sure, we'll bind this, pass in spells and argument. Excuse me. Don't forget your comma. It's going to be similar.
Could you just change I minus 1 to I plus 2 and use all this?
Keep it pretty darn similar. Let's see. So we definitely want to still find the li. find its index in the array. We want to move it if it's not last now, right? So not if it's first. Only move it if it's not already last. So if I is less than length minus 1. Is that right? So if it's not already last, we swap it with the next one. So go for index plus 1 instead. So get the next one instead of getting the previous one. So move it in the array. I've been using capital letters. So const next spell is this dot spells I plus 1. Then I can set this dot spells I plus 1 equal to the current spell. This dot spells I equal to the one that had previously been next. That ought to do it. Move it on the page. What do I want to do? So the way insertBefore works, parent node, so the parent node is still this dot list, right? That insertBefore so I could take the current one and insert it before the one that's 2 down, or I could basically take the next one and move it up, which sounds potentially simpler. See what I'm saying? Say that one more time. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it's maybe a little clearer. Instead of moving this one down, move this one up, since the function is insertBefore. So let's try this. The one we're moving then is not item, but item dot next sibling. And what are we moving it before? Item. We're just moving the next one up instead of moving this one down. See if it actually works. Let's move Q down. It moved there. Did we do the array right? So far, so good. Let's try moving the bottom one down. Can't do it. Can't move the bottom one down. Is the array still intact? Looks like it is. Sweet. Move spells down the list. Questions?